Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? I wanted to get on and talk to you guys about three myths of forgiveness. I know a lot of you guys are like, why is this even important? But there's people who wake up every single morning with the thoughts of things that have happened to them in the past. They wake up angry. And I mean, when I say angry, I mean angry because they haven't been able to forgive their offender or themselves. They try so hard to forget what happened to them and they push it up under the rug. If I don't think about it, then it'll just go away. That's not true. You need to talk about it, reach out to somebody to get the steps so that you can move forward in the forgiveness process. So, the first myth, well, actually, I want to go ahead and give you the definition of forgive. To forgive is to cease to feel resentment against an offender. Forgiveness means the action or process of forgiving or being forgiving. The number one myth is forgiving means you forget. Now, we all know that this isn't true. Every day, we slowly stop thinking about whatever we went through, but subconsciously, we still remember. Even if we take the steps into the forgiveness stage, we remember. However, we don't let it dictate our lives. The second myth is forgiveness means you are letting them off the hook. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I forgive you and I'm just gonna let you off the hook. I'm just gonna let everything go. That's no, that's not true at all. When we forgive our offenders, it's not about them. It's the keys that set us free from the prison walls. I'm not saying we have to let them back in. We have to set ourselves free. Forgiveness isn't condoning the wrong or acting as if it never happened. You're simply letting it go. The third myth is forgiveness is only required from the violator. No, this isn't true either. I was sitting here thinking before I got on, I said, we want the violator to forgive us. We want the violator to come to us and ask for forgiveness. We want the violator to feel shame and all those kind of different things whenever they have hurt us. But really, it's not even about them after the thing happens. It's about us going through the steps to heal because we have, like, some of us blame ourselves for the things that have happened to us. Yeah, there are some things that we've done that we could have possibly prevented, but abuse and different things like that, holding that and saying that that was your fault, that's not your fault. So you have to forgive yourself for thinking that it was your fault. You have to forgive yourself for every negative thought that you thought about yourself. Well, had I not went outside at this time, had I not went to the store at this time, had I not came home at this time, maybe this wouldn't have happened to me. Or maybe if I hadn't wore this dress or wore those pants or wore this shirt. That's no, you have to get out of that mindset. I had a misunderstanding with my cousin, and I had to call her and I asked for forgiveness. She forgave me instantly. I asked her, what did forgiveness mean to her? And she said, forgiveness is letting go of any hurt, resentment, anger for the betterment of yourself. So the whole myth of it being for the violator, it's not. It's also for the violated. Forgiveness allows them to walk into a better mindset. It doesn't happen immediately, but over time you heal. We have people say, "Oh, you need to forgive. You need to forgive." Yes, you can forgive, but know that when you do, that it doesn't happen automatically. Like when you walk in a room, and you see that person, you might want to punch them, but over time, I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but you walk into the room, you see them, and you immediately all the anger that you feel towards that person just bubbles up from the inside out. Like you're ready to fight them. But once you get to that forgiveness of everything, like you've gone through all the different steps of forgiveness, you're able to walk into a room with that person, see them, and feel nothing. Like when I say nothing, you feel nothing. Like all the wanting to punch them in the face, cuss them out, set their house on fire, run them off the road, shoot them, hire somebody to shoot them. All those feelings go away. You pretty much feel nothing towards that person anymore. You're like, okay, whatever. I mean, even when it's like friends, you and your friend that you probably known for 20 years, y'all have a disagreement. You may not be able to, I wouldn't say that you would immediately be able to get back in their face and be like, "Hey, girl, what's up?" That's being fake. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's You're being really fake. But what you should do is take some time, step away from those people, and get it together. And once you feel comfortable that you're not gonna have certain types of feelings when you see them, if you want to rekindle a friendship, start over, that's up to you. It's each person is totally different. But the thing is, it's not true that you just automatically have to let that person back in. I'm not going to say that because there's people who I've forgiven myself for what I thought. I've forgiven myself for having different feelings about them. And now I'm like, if I see them, I will speak. That's not being fake. That's just being courteous. If they speak to me, I'll speak back. But I'm not going to sit there and hold a conversation with them. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not going to sit there and hold a conversation with them because that's just not who I am. So, like I said before, the three myths are, again, if you're just joining, the three myths are: one, myth is forgiving means you forget. We all know that you don't forget. You just slowly every day, you don't let it dictate your life. You don't constantly think about it. You don't. And then another thing that I was thinking about too is that you don't bring it up. Once you've forgiven that person, you don't constantly bring that situation up every time you see them if you do decide to rekindle or restart something with them, or start a friendship, or redo anything, refresh anything with that person. You don't bring it up every single time you see them. Then you're regressing. You're not moving forward. You're going backwards. The second myth is forgiveness means you are letting them off the hook. No, that's what a lot of people think. They think, okay, she forgave me, so she should be calling me, she should be talking to me. No, people need time to figure out what they're going to do if they want to continue to be in your life or if they want to step away and go in a totally different direction. They don't have to be your friend after they forgive you and after they forgive themselves. Because a lot of people, that one thing that they forgave you for has been holding them back for years. So you can't expect them to just sweep it under the rug and just be like, okay, we cool again. No, it doesn't work like that. Everybody need have their own process of doing things. Everybody have their way of forgiving, and it takes time. So you have to allow that person to have that time. The third myth is forgiveness is only required from the violator. That's not true. As I said before, that's not true. Because you also, the violated, can forgive themselves for whatever thoughts they had about themselves, blaming themselves for whatever the situation was, or just saying, oh my God, I can't believe because I wore this. Maybe that's why, or because I'm always laughing and goofing off with this person. This is no, you have to forgive yourself as well. You forgive the person. It takes time. That's one thing I have to keep saying. It takes time. It's easier said than done. It is easier said than done. So I just wanted to get on and talk to you guys about those huge myths that people always put out there that you and people that have violated, the violators automatically think that when you forgive them that you're supposed to just forget about it. Yeah, you slowly, you don't let it dictate your life. You just slowly every day just make progress. Every day it's taking one day at a time. You make progress. And so, like I said, I just wanted to get on and share those myths with you guys. I will be back on tomorrow. I haven't decided what time yet. Hopefully it'll probably be around this time again, but tomorrow is Valentine's Day, so I might not get on around this time. I might do it around lunchtime, but I will post and let you guys know when I will get back on with tomorrow. We'll also be talking about forgiveness, and it's how not forgiving them is killing you. You hear that? How you're not forgiving them or yourself is killing you. So I'm glad that you guys joined me. And for those of you who haven't joined me, I hope you catch it on the replay. My name is Sophia Johnson, aka Author Infinity. If you would like to subscribe to my website, it's www.authorinfinity.com. Infinity is spelled Enfenati. And once again, thank you for joining me tonight with the 3 huge myths of forgiveness. And I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your night.